A little bit of a slowdown in the NASDAQ momentum after 5 straight record days of highs. It is giving up a little bit of ground, but not as much as you would think, given that run. Market watcher Craig Smith keeping a close eye on this. He's been arguing for some time, actually, that we've got a bit of a tech bubble going on. How big a bubble you think, Craig?
Well, Neil, first I got to tell you, you look marvelous. It's so good to see you.
Thank you, my friend, and thank you for your kind words earlier.
Hey, it's so good to see you back, Neil. A tech bubble in terms of the 1999-2000, no, we don't have a tech bubble like that. I think the NASDAQ companies and the tech companies have done a wonderful job learning how to monetize their technology, how to create earnings, how to diversify their corporations, like we see Tesla with SpaceX or Amazon with Calico and developing molecular-type drugs. So I think you see a whole new different Silicon Valley than you did back in 2000. So no, we're not in a bubble. But I am very concerned about the Dow. And I think some of these companies, like Amazon, who's creating FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, could actually give some of the old stalwarts like Federal Express a run for their money. So I think the Dow is way overbought. But no, I don't think NASDAQ's in a bubble. I do think you're going to see some pullbacks. And hey, it had to have a good year this year, Neil, in 2016. I mean, the device makers made a lot of money just replacing all of Hillary's missing phones and destroyed phones and email servers.
But let me ask you a little bit. I had Mark Cuban here a little while back in the week, and he was talking about the idea that uncertainty breeds selling, and that the uncertainty of either a Donald Trump improving in the polls or to his liking, God forbid, winning the election, this is Mr. Cuban speaking, that you're going to have a big old sell-off, and it's going to get ugly. Do you buy that?
No, I don't. And I have the greatest respect for Mr. Cuban, and because he's a billionaire, so I mean, hey, I'm probably not in the same league. But let me tell you why, Neil. I think the whole world is moving towards technology. I think the world sees the future in science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And as a direct result of that, the Silicon Valley people have captured that. And that's why you're seeing all this move. If you go on to any of their websites right now for employment, you'll see scientists wanted, scientists wanted, scientists wanted. So I think the world, look, Mario Draghi today told us very clearly the world's still in a mess. I mean, we saw the Bund move from 0.9% negative to 0.6% negative. What a great improvement. The world is moving towards technology. They see robotics, they see drones, they see all these things, Neil. And I think that's going to open up a whole new area of business. And if we can reduce regulations, if we can see the structure and fiscal reforms we need out of Washington, because we've already done everything we can monetarily, right, I think we could see the next 10 years be the best 10 years we've seen in a long time.
So this would be a record-breaking bull market in that event.
Well, I'm still concerned about the dollar, Neil. I still think that the dollar is the dirty, the cleanest sheet in the dirty closet, okay? And I suspect we're going to see major breaks in the dollar, and that concerns me for people that have their money in cash that are worried about the markets, and they're losing on not making a return with interest, and they could lose on the devaluation of the dollar. But that being said, people are going to put their money somewhere, and I think as it relates to stocks, it's going to be science and technology stocks.
Interesting. All right. Good talking to you again, my friend. Be well.
Good seeing you, Neil.
All righty. In the meantime, Donald Trump is set in a few more minutes, depending on the exact time.